everybody. So today I'm going to show you all of my pets. First I'm going to start off with my fish. This fish here is Bluey, or Beluga as I call him now, and he is my oldest fish in the tank. He is about 7 or 8 years old and he is a shabumpkin. He looks a bit like a cow, so sometimes I call him cowfish. This fish here is Spartacus. I've had him for about 6 months now, and I got him when Bluey's friend Goldie died of dropsy, we believe. So he's not that old, but he's very pretty. He's a shabumpkin as well. There's Bluey again. And as I said, he might be, say, a year old maybe, but I've had him for about 6 months now. So if I can find them, they're down there. They're my little fish. I can never remember the breed, and they're always flitting around. I think I called them minnows, but they're not actually minnows, and they won't stay still, so yeah. But they're called Zig and Zag, and they are very small, and you can barely tell them apart. But if I dip my finger slightly on the top of the water when I'm going to feed them, they will come up and give me little fishy kissies, as I call them. But yeah. And that's the favourite hiding place. And there they are. They're not very in focus, but hey ho. Yeah, so they're not very old as well, because I got them when I got Spartacus, because I had to get a new tank, which is that one. Excuse the mess. Yeah, so I can't remember what it is. I think it's like a 40-litre tank or something like that. I don't know. Yeah, but I had to get a new tank because our old tank, Bluey's got a black spot in his gold. I had to get a new tank because their old tank's light had broken, and we tried to get a new bulb, but that didn't work. And so we just got a new tank because we think that something had gone wrong with it, because it was one of the ones where the lid, like there, was full plastic, and then the lights kind of got a special little plastic cover so as it can go under there, but it was all rusty and disgusting inside. So we just got them this nice little new tank, which they enjoy. But as soon, like about maybe 2 weeks after we put Blue and Goldie in it, Goldie went very ill and died, which was very upsetting, but it was only because he was so old. Yeah, but at one point I thought it was Bluey who was going to die, because I used to have a snail called Larry, and I don't have him anymore because he died. But Bluey spent ages under a little stone bridge that I had, but now I've got that thing. But the stone bridge used to be there in this tank, but it was in their old tank, and he just lay there and lay there and lay there. He didn't move, he'd barely eat, and I got really worried for Bluey. But then, when Larry died, Bluey was all happy and everything again. So me and my friend decided that maybe my snail Larry was trying to kill Bluey, but then karma turned on him, so we call it a good thing of karma. Yeah, we got pretty still. Yeah, so we said it was karma that Larry died when he was trying to kill Bluey. Yeah, but when he died, I kind of knocked his shell and then his insides came out and there was a big bubble of air. But I only did it because he'd been lying still for ages. I think it was about 3 days, and he'd love to climb all around the tank. But yeah, he died for unknown reasons, and he's buried in my grandma's garden. Goldie's buried in our garden. It's out there. You can't see. With clothes. Yeah, so yeah, that's that. So now I will show you my hamster. Right, so he is sleeping at the moment down there. But I'll just kind of show you his kit. Yeah, so he is about, can't remember what I decided it was. I believe I guesstimated that he was born in November because Laura's Pets, I think it is, got some new hamsters because some of hers died and everything, which is quite sad. But she got some new ones and they were about 12, 13 weeks when she got them. So I decided that when I got Bracken, he must have been about that age, and he's a Roboski hamster, by the way. And so I've given him a birthday of November 18th, which is also my dad's birthday, because I was a stupid nana and didn't ask when I went in there and asked how old he was. But I was quite excited because Bracken is my first hamster, and many people would say that maybe Roborovskis, Robos, whatever you call them, aren't necessarily first hamsters. But I was only allowed a dwarf one, and I was only allowed one, and most of the ones in Pets at Home, which is where I got him from, were in pairs already. And I'd feel so bad breaking them up, and I didn't really want to have two just in case they fought, because I don't really have much room for two. So Bracken had unfortunately really, been picked on by his brothers, and so they'd been split up. So the man who saw me went and got him for me to have a look at, and it was kind of a bit of love at first sight because he was so cute with his little whiskers and everything. And I held him there because my parents said I could only have a hamster if I held it, because they're like, there's no point getting a hamster if you won't hold it, because I'm not necessarily a massive pet fan of holding them sometimes. That's partly because I'm scared of dogs, and dogs are quite popular. But yeah, I don't know why I'm scared of dogs, I just am, so yeah. And so I got him, and we brought him home, and I got the third class mini Duna cage for him. But that's because it was in the special package offer, so I got the food and some bedding for free, but I ended up not really using the bedding. I used it for about a week and it stank our house out, and it smelled like a pet shop. It was really strong. It was just the Pets at Home wood shavings, and they stank the house out. It was like, I liked the smell, it was quite a nice smell, but they weren't very good. So then I moved them onto the paper flake bedding after seeing hamsters, horses and cats. I don't know, I think it's that. Yeah, because I got quite into YouTube and I started watching her videos and everything, and quite a few others who had hamsters before I got him, so I knew quite a lot, and then I had quite a few books. So I started using the safe bed, but that was quite expensive, so then I moved him onto the Wilkinsons because it smelled less, and I'm just very good at rambling, I think. Yeah, so he's sleeping in that corner, which was the corner when I got him that he slept in first, but you can't see him because it is about 9:15 in the morning, and he's sleeping because I woke him up a bit earlier to see him, because I always do. But I'm not being mean, it's just because otherwise he doesn't wake up until 11, 10 o'clock at night and I'm in bed. Yeah, but he's quite good with being woken up, because I normally wake him up about 4, 5 o'clock for playtime, and he's pretty good. I thought that hamsters would be all grotty and annoyed at you if you woke them up, but some might, but Bracken isn't. He's just like, yeah, he enjoys coming out, I think, and he has his little orange hamster ball around there. Using meth again. Yeah, he has his little hamster ball and he'll run around in it, and he just runs everywhere, which he really enjoys. And yeah, so that is all my pets. I would like to get some more in the form of rabbit or a guinea pig, or 2 guinea pigs, because a guinea pig shouldn't be kept on his own. So I'm going to ask for maybe one for my birthday, but I wouldn't count on it because our garden isn't necessarily a guinea pig or rabbit kind of garden, but I really want one because I like them. and I've wanted a rabbit since I was 7, but haven't been allowed because my parents are evil. Yeah. So I hope, I really hope that they will say yes, but they probably won't. But I'm going to ask for one for my birthday, which is on the last day of September. So yeah, which is scary because it's not long away, and that means I'm going to be 14, and that's really scary. Yeah, so that's that, and you can see his cage, which is pretty boring. Yeah, and that's all. My grandma also has a tortoise called Lulu, who, when my grandma and granddad die, and if she's still alive, I get, and she's about 72 years old, but she lives at my grandma's house, so she's not here. So I'm going riding today. As you can see, those are my jodhpurs, the little horses on, because I'm cool like that, and my socks, so she can grab over it. Yeah. So I should see her today, because apparently it's meant to be nice, but she probably will just spend most of the day in bed because she's a tortoise. You think she likes heat, but actually she doesn't. But she doesn't like rain or cold either. She likes it just when it's kind of breezy, but not really breezy, and it's not too hot. She's fussy, but she's 75, 72, something like that. She's in her 70s, so she's pretty old. Or pretty. I have a thing with saying pretty. Yeah, so she's quite old now, but should live until she's about 100, I hope, because she's cool like that, and I've been around her all my life because I'm like going to be 14 in September, so I kind of would have. But yeah, I've not had many pets die on me either, but that's because the only pets that I've had fish for about 7 or 8 years, I think it's going to be 8 years this year, in October, and I've had hamsters for about 6 months, something like that, not very long. I've missed out on having all of the cuddly pets all through my life until now. That's sad. My grandma used to have a cat. She got put down because she was like 16, 17, I think it was. I don't know. I can't remember. It was ages, well, not ages ago, but it was when I was in about year 3, year 4, so seeing as I'm going on to year 9 in September, that's quite a while away. So yeah, excuse that annoying sound, it's the toilet. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Please comment, rate and subscribe, and maybe I will do some more videos sometime, which I really hope I will. So yeah, bye people.